everyone, welcome to Let's Unbound episode number 7. Today we are going to learn user input and data types. Now, today in this video, we are going to understand how can we get input from the user on the basis of data types. Now, if you have no clue what are data types and what are user inputs in Python, don't worry about it. Today in this video, I'm going to make you understand everything. So in this video, we are going to learn what are the user inputs. Second, we will learn what are data types in Python. Third, we will see a program for that. Let me make you introduced to what are user inputs in Python. Now, by the name suggests that user input. It means that sometimes to manipulate the data, you need to give the input. Let's take an example. Suppose in the search option, I am giving some input that I need to search. So I am going to search Let's Unbound. Let's Unbound, it will show me a result based on Let's Unbound. If I type anything, then it will give me an input based on that. Now, of course, you need to write a statement. How can you get an input from the user? So in the earlier times, we used raw input, but now it is shortened and it's only input. So the syntax for this is you need to type input just like in the previous thing I've told you. And in the bracket, again, you will write prompt from the user. Bracket area, you will write what is the input that you want to give to the compiler. Okay, let's see a program to find square of a number. So here I'm printing enter the number to find the square. Now on the screen, this part which is in the print will be printed. Now here you can see number is equals to input. Means you can see there is a blank. There is nothing written in the bracket, which means it will ask you to type an input. And after you click enter, it will go to the next step, which is number equal to int number. Now what is int? That we are going to discuss in data type. Well, for now you can say that int means integer value. So this number will be only in an integer value. Not in decimal, not in fraction, anything. Only in integer value, which can be 3, 2, 4, like that. Now, then it's saying the square of the number, this is, now what does this bracket means? It means the input which you are giving will be printed here and the output, the after calculating the square will be printed here. Now, how the square will be calculated? By this format number will be like from the input which we have given, and then you have to number. So this double multiplication shows its square. Let's move to data types in Python. Now, as according to the previous example, there was int value. It means that variables store different types. And these types can do different things. It means that if you want to do addition, you will take the sign of addition. If you want to do subtraction, you will draw a sign for subtraction. If you want to do multiplication, you will draw a sign for multiplication. Just like that, whenever you need to perform different operation, you use different symbols. So here we use different types to perform different operations. So the commonly data types which are used are, so first of all, numbers for numeric value, which can be 1, 2, 3, string for single or series of characters. Now, remember this. If you are using a data type for numeric value, it cannot be same for the string. What are string? String are the character types like hello, HELLO. It's a string which are in a character format. In English, you can say. Tuples. Tuples for combination of different data types. You know what is a list? Your mother makes a list if you want to go to a grocery store. So list is a collection of values. So, of course, you have syntax for everything in programming language. Here are some syntax for everything. So first is text type means string, like hello is a string. So str will be used as a syntax. Now for numeric type, which is 1, 2, 3, we use int. Now float is for the decimal values. Complex will be used for some complex numbers like I, J. Sequence type consists of in the sequence, which are in the order. So list is always in the order. Tuple is range, like 1 to 10 is in sequence, right? Now mapping type is a dictionary where we use DICT. Set values will be set, frozen set. Boolean type is basically a true or a false value. There is binary type where we use bits, bit array, and memory view. Now, here is an example, or you can say how you will implement all these things in a program. So here's some example for string, int, float, complex, list. Now you can see how is string work. See, there's an example how string is shown. Always remember to put string type in quotes. Now there is an integer value. Now for float, you can use decimal values. For complex number, 1j, 1i, anything. List is a collection of strings separated by commas, and here you can see that. Tuples are kind of similar things which are dictionary. Here you can see there is dictionary. Now you can see this is so different from others. Why? It's storing a name. In that name, you're typing the name, you're writing the age, and then you are taking a number. So it includes everything: string, integer value, float, and also list. List because it's separated by a comma. So dictionary is basically a detailed understanding or a description about anything. Now Boolean, here you can see 5. Let's move and see a program for how we can use data types and also can take inputs from the user at the same time. The program. Now you can see that in the previous section, we were writing int and input as a different column. Here we are going to use it in the same part, where we are going to say to the compiler that we are going to assign an integer value, and then in writing in the brackets that we need to input the value. We need to take the input from the user, that what you need to enter. And it says enter a number. So enter a number will be printed. And now enter the number will be always in an integer type. Print the value of a, whatever that input you got from the user. So print that value. Same will go for float, boolean, list, and split. Here is an output that was taken by you. So here's an output where you have given the input. Thanks for watching. Keep watching us, like, share, and subscribe.